Hi everybody, welcome to Raising Super Setsu. I always have to remember which channel I am on, okay? Bear with me, I'm still getting used to it. I'm not usually sitting like this when it comes to my videos, Raising Super Setsu. By the way, you guys, Siposet is doing very well. She is okay. I just haven't had time to do some vlogs with her. It's easier when we go out and then I can do a vlog. When we're in the house, sometimes I feel guilty just putting a camera on her, you know. But you guys, um, yes, you guys, but any kind of video that you want me to do, maybe you want me to show you a certain exercise that we do or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I think of something and I think, but you guys, maybe you won't be interested in it. Okay. But today I wanted to talk about, we're continuing with just information or experience sharing. Today I want to talk about the issue of children's birthday parties when it comes to kids with special needs. Okay, so this video is more for people that have in their lives parents that have kids with special needs. So it's not necessarily for parents that have kids with special needs. It's for people in their lives. Like for an example, my friends or colleagues or whoever, you know, how do you act or how do you treat Indoyama birthday parties when it comes to parents of kids with special needs, you guys? One thing that I will say that I feel like it's the most important, if you have a parent in your life, you have somebody in your life that is a parent of a child with special needs, and you have a party for your child, a birthday party, and you are inviting all the other parents that have kids, and the child is at the same age of the kids that you are inviting, you must extend the invitation. Please extend the invitation. Do not make the assumption that the child will not be able to come, or the parent will not be able to bring the child, even if you know that it will be a challenge for them to come, but extend the invitation. Okay, that's first, guys. You must never not extend the invitation. That is very, very important, guys, because it's a very hurtful thing when somebody extends invitation to people, to parents around you and not to you, just because your child has special needs, you know. So now, but once you have extended the invitation, the response that you will get from a parent of a child with special needs, it's gonna be different. You know, it's gonna be different. Like for anybody else, if you invite them to a party, oh my God, we're so happy. Of course, we're gonna bring the child. What should we bring? You know, or whatever. And that's it. They're excited. They're looking forward to a day. But for a special needs mom, for her to make a decision on whether her child is going to come or not, they need a little bit more information than just any other parent. So after you extend the invitation, expect that you're going to get questions. So you must be willing to explain to a parent what you are planning to do for your child. They need to know, especially as parents of kids that use wheelchairs. I need to know where you're going with your child. What is the setup there? Because I need to know if I'm going to be able to get there with my child. Are we going to be comfortable, you guys? Also, there's other things. There is conditions where children are sensitive to certain noises, and some children have conditions where they cannot be around a big crowd of people, or they cannot be in certain spaces, you guys. So for a mom of a special needs child, they need to know the details. Where are you doing your party? How many people are gonna be there? How do you get there? Maybe they even need to see the place where the party is going to be for them to be able to make a decision on whether they come or not. So even after you extend the invitation, they might still not come because maybe they feel like it won't work for them. So give them the information that they need, that they require in order for them to be able to make a decision on whether they bring the child or not to a party. Also, once they make a decision that they feel like it's not going to work for them to bring the child, whatever the reason is, do not take it personal. Because a lot of the times I've gone through situations where I say, you know what, I'm not going to be able to come because I don't feel like the wheelchair is going to work in that place. And people are like, no, just come, we will lift Sipho up. That doesn't work. That doesn't work for me because I don't want her to be lifted up and down by everybody now, instead of her just being on her wheelchair and getting that little bit of independence. So when I've asked the questions, okay, what's going to be happening in the party, what's going to be the activities and all of that, and then I make a decision that you know what, I don't think it's gonna work. Obviously, I can't make you change your plans to accommodate her because it's your child's party. I just have to see that whatever it is that you are doing at your child's party, can I come? Or supposed to be able to have fun too or not? And if I make a decision that I cannot come, whatever my reason is, do not take it personal, you guys. So it's difficult, you guys, because a lot of the times it's very hurtful when you don't get invited to these things. But sometimes it's easier when you are not, because then some people just don't understand when you end up saying no, I cannot come. But that's why I wanted to share this, so that you understand next time when a parent says, you know what, thank you so much for the invitation, but because of these reasons, or they don't want to give a reason, they just think it's not gonna work for us to come to the party. But thank you so much for the invite. Don't take it personally. They probably foresee something that you cannot foresee in terms of them being able to be there at the party. But now, if a parent has decided now that their child is going to come to the party, and as a parent that the child does have special needs, especially in instances where a child has some differences in the way that maybe they look or the way that they get around, maybe they use crutches, maybe they use wheelchairs, whatever it is, make sure that at least the children that are there, somehow they're kind of prepared that there is, because sometimes you find that when you get there, like, children did not expect that there's going to be a child on a wheelchair. And I remember I was once at a child's party, and then these little girls came and say, look at this girl, look at her, she looks older than us, but she can't even walk, something like that. And I felt like, and the girl was the one that was actually that had the party. So I felt like the mother should have at least had a conversation or something with her child to say, Usipo is gonna come, Usipo she uses a wheelchair, you know what a wheelchair is, educate your children a little bit, so that I don't have, or Usipo does not have to deal with such things. Like, it's a welcoming environment for her, which is part of the reason that sometimes, even when I feel like I could go to a party, sometimes I decide not to, because if then I expect that people are going to be more aware that she's coming, then it becomes about her, when it's supposed to be about the person, the child that has a party, But it doesn't work for me now when I'm in a space where just people are looking at me like, and the children also don't understand why is the wheelchair here and all of that. So what I'm trying to explain overall, you guys, I don't know if I'm explaining my point well, but is that it's different for us. It is different. That invitation for a party is very different for us. That's why even the response that you get when you actually extend the invitation is different, because there is a whole lot more that goes into me thinking about whether I can come to the party or not. Okay, so the important points for me that I wanted to say is that always extend. Don't make the assumption for a parent. Always extend if the child is in the same age as the children that you're inviting, and the person is in your life, like, you would, if your child didn't have a condition that they have, you would invite them, then invite them. and be willing to share the information about the party so that the parent is able to make an informed decision on whether it is a good idea for them to come to the party. If a parent makes a decision that they're not coming, do not take it personally, is because really they know that it wouldn't work for them or for their child. Also, number 5, educate your child, at least the child that is the one that has the party. Maybe the other parent might not because they also just invited, but the child that has a party, at least say, we're going to have, this child come too. You know that she uses a wheelchair. Can you? We're going to be welcoming to her. Ne? Okay, fine. Usually, for me and my friends, my friends' children are so used to usipho sethu that abayixwayi i-wheelchair, abaxwayi ukuthi she's not able to walk. When they come and they visit, they play with Sipho Sethu sometimes. And we also are realistic in terms of, like, sometimes they play with her, sometimes because sometimes Sipho Sethu doesn't like being outside really, and then they go play outside, and then they remember, oh, there's Sipho Sethu, and then they come inside. So it works for them. That's why when it's Sipho Sethu's birthday, I only would invite my close friends' kids and the kids in the family, because those kids are used to, I don't have to worry about the fact that bazom xwaya. But I have had to turn down a lot of, party invitations, because, like, if you say that you're going on a boat ride with your with your child for a birthday, honestly, you can't be upset that I'm like, because now I'm thinking it might work. She might be able to get on a boat, but now it's going to be about her, because it's going to be harder for me to get her there and all of that. So obviously that invitation I'm going to have to, decline. If we are just going on a boat ride as a family, it's different. It is different, you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. It's a very it's a sensitive thing, you guys, but I think one thing that is more important than anything is always extend the invitation. Always extend the invitation and let the parent make a decision on what to do. Okay. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Gutsi, and I don't know which part this is. I was posting part 2, and then Usile was like, this is part 3. And I don't know what part I'm in. I'm gonna sort out those videos. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys asking questions in the comment section, and also just sharing your experiences in maybe meeting and living with people with disabilities, things that you don't understand, that you think I might be able to share my experience in as well, so that we can educate one another. I also learn from the comment section. Thank you so much, you guys. Ngithanda kakhulu.